Happy New Year, everyone. It is 2026. I hope you all had a lovely festive season, whether you celebrate Christmas or not. I hope it was a relaxing time. And yeah, that we're ready for the new year, back at the beginning. Quickly, before we get to the main part of the video, I have started a new channel, and I don't know if my first video has come out yet, but basically it is gonna be for fun. It's gonna be filled with vlogs, filled with experimental videos from myself, just to have some fun. So go over there if you like that sort of thing and want to catch up with me over there. Obviously this will continue. I will still be posting here 3 videos a week, providing reaction and analysis videos, music videos, my own music cover videos, all of that fun stuff. Yeah, it's called Filmed by Gen G, so do go and check it out. And let me know in the comments below what some of your resolutions are this year. If you write up resolutions, if you have any goals for this year that you want to hit. And for those of you who are new over here, hi, I'm Jennifer Glatzhofer, but you can call me Jen. I'm a singer and a voice teacher, and I love to break down vocals. I broke down K.D. Lang's version of Crying. Wow. And today I will be checking out her live performance of Hallelujah. Yes, I will be pausing and talking about the vocals. That's what I like to do over here. This is a reaction and an analysis video. New year, but nothing has changed. If you're wanting even more content from me, do go and check me out over on Patreon. There's a bunch of stuff on there already that you can catch up on, but I will be posting videos and behind the scene clips as and when necessary. I am really looking forward to the year. I feel like there's going to be lots of fun to be had, lots of new music. Obviously last year I released my debut album, which is just bonkers to say last year now. Right, hit that subscribe button and the bell button and let's get to it.
I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do ya? Well, it goes like this: the 4th, the 5th, the minor fall, major left, a baffled king composing Hallelujah.
Okay, just from the get-go as well, the stillness before there's even any vocals coming out of her mouth is just so moving, because you could just see that she's just connecting, she's just allowing the beautiful piano accompaniment here just to embrace the mood around her, but everyone else obviously, you know, cheering for her, but she is still, she is in the moment. And wow, okay, I love how both what we're hearing here in the piano and her voice, they're very laid back, almost to the point where it could be back phrasing, but because both of them are doing it, there's sometimes like this syncopated, like triplet kind of held back rhythm with the piano, and then also the delivery of her phrases, it's like there's a couple of beats pause, empty, before the line is then said. It allows time to think, to the previous line to be registered in the brain, but also just, it's just that small detail, the silence is powerful, right? And it's just that small detail of, I'm not gonna sing just because it's empty, I'm gonna think about it, and then it just makes sense to come in then. Really, really cool. And some of her entrances as well, I just mentioned about the lovely kind of relaxed feel. There's a real, just relaxed, easy way to approach this. Is quite smooth onsets, everything's working together. When I talk about onsets, is how we approach the note, and sometimes she kind of she like rises up to it, but everything's so relaxed and free, and I love these cries that we're hearing subtly as well. Let's go.
I heard there was a secret chord that David played.
That slight delay on David, and
you don't really care for music, do ya?
Like, it's got that such a lovely spoken quality to it, that pause. You don't really care for music. Like, yeah, that's the whole point. Like, actually, that's not... I was about to start talking about this, but actually you don't really care. Like, it's got this lovely light speech-like quality to it. It's just so good.
David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, major left, a baffled king composing hallelujah.
I will let it play after this, but let's just talk about this section. So this is where the moment where it really holds back, down, 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 hits all those beats a little bit like on the syncopated beat. It's lovely, and it encourages this rise behavior, right? As it goes through, you know, the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, all these words, we're rising in tension. It really just helps increase that feeling. She's got such great vocal fold closures. And what this means is the vocal folds, when they're vibrating to create sound, they're connecting all the way. Every part is touching. This is how we get the most efficient sound, the most efficient use of our breath, rather than letting breath come through. As we did at the beginning, it was a little bit breathy. Here we're just strengthening, we're growing in resistance to those vocal folds. So as we are ascending, as we're getting higher, we're remaining lovely and full and not causing any tension to our vocal folds. This is so good.
Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, major left, a baffled
And then that cry.
king composing hallelujah.
Wow.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Wow. Oh, I love the entrance of the other instruments coming in as well, just providing a lovely, deeper, darker feel to the overall sound. Really, really great. She has a lovely level of twang in her voice, which when I talk about twang, it's that narrowing of the AES, which is a great tool to help us brighten sound. She doesn't have this all the time. When she actually dips down, and I think it was that third Alleluia, it went quite a lovely round dark color. Twang can still be included in this, but it just had it had like a tone shift in that note. And I love, so we've had some example of vibrato through this, but that last where did she, I can't remember the note now she went, but from the last Alleluia, lovely straight tone, so that when we swap into that ya, going from two different vowels, oo to the ya, it's so smooth. It seems like it hardly changes any, like, the transition is just so smooth, and I think that straight tone's actually just helping there, just to guide that note and that strength. That was beautiful. Yeah, she holds over the bar with that ooh, which is so good.
Well, your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty, and the moonlight overthrew you.
That piano going again. I know this, I'm cutting it up a lot, but it's because there's so much goodness happening, and that's what we're here to do. If you didn't want to watch a reaction and analysis of this video and want to watch it in full, I've left the link to the original video in the description below, but we are here to break this up. And yes, I am still moved about it, like by this when I do things like this. Everyone is different. I love how she kind of slides and bends through some of the notes, but then sometimes it's quite not an abrupt glottal onset, but sometimes glottal onsets can kind of, especially when everything's quite smooth and floaty, then suddenly, what was the word? But it was just, we got a lovely glottal onset, and it just shows the strength in her vocal folds that she's able to do all these things, but also just that professionalism. It's just such an ease to it. And I love how she's now stepping forward as well, bringing the story along. This is just so good.
Well, your faith was
so rich.
strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty, and the moonlight overthrew you.
Lovely decoration on that.
Well, she tied you to her kitchen chair, broke your throne and cut your hair, and from your lips she drew hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Wow. I was not expecting her to miss out that first hallelujah. Was so used to having like the 4 there, but that, again, that silence is so important. She has the lyrics with the tied to the kitchen chair, is it, or something? But she's doing that motion with the mic lead. It's like, is that planned? Is it just involuntary? Because doing that like allows us to kind of have an anchor point, and we have certain anchor points around our body to help strengthen anything. But like in terms of singing, it helps us have this strength, this engagement from underneath. And this, it's on a part where she's ascending again, and we're remaining lovely and full as we're navigating through this tricky area of our voice. May I add, the voice has several passages. The first passage being our most obvious because we're going from thick folds to thin, and as she's navigating through this, she's holding on to the strength that her body has. She's remaining lovely and full, and again, this twang is very evident here. We can hear this lovely bright quality through this. Then that break, and when she comes in with that first hallelujah, there's a lovely rasp to it, and she's got very clear vocal folds closure, as we've mentioned, and as this whole section has just provided. So allowing the vocal folds just to relax and invite a little bit of that crackle in, the imperfections in, it just makes the performance perfect. It's heartbreaking.
Cut your hair and from your lips she drew.
And that cry onto the straight tone.
Hallelujah.
Oh.
Hallelujah.
And then lovely flip moment here.
Hallelujah.
She actually, ooh, yeah. As she descends, yeah, she gets onto this note, hey, which is returning back to her chest voice, or like the thicker folds. She's actually remaining soft, so she's bringing down that head voice quality a little bit lower. That very falsetto here as well, with a lot of breath, and we can do that as she's done here. She's actually bringing it down to a territory where it's not that it's unnatural, it's just that she's choosing to approach that note a lot lightly rather than land in the thicker folds. It's beautiful.
Hallelujah. Baby, I've been here before. I've seen this room, I've walked this floor. I used to live alone before I knew ya.
That, wow.
But I saw your flag on the marble arch. Our love is not a victory march. It's a cold and it's a broken heart. Hallelujah.
Okay, sorry to break that part up, but wow, I wanted to let that play because each verse has, we've heard this, this is the third time round that we're hearing the verse, pre-chorus going into the chorus, okay? And each time it provides us with something, she provides us with something different. She is so connected to the story, but like the storytelling feel of it, all these pauses in the sentences, all these, like the almost coming off a thought and then coming back on is just so great. There's such a smoothness to her voice. Again, she's connecting all the words together and then breaking off. It makes those silences, those breaks even more powerful to then continue connecting. Let's just talk a little bit about this cry as she does onto Hallelujah. This is the third time we're doing it and she's done it again. This time she's landing on it a little bit fuller. When we cry, not like that, but when we cry onto a note, and when, I've mentioned about this, this kind of actual crying to strengthen up our mixed voice, it increases the resistance in our vocal folds. This is why when babies cry, they don't lose their voice. They can keep going. And you're thinking, shush, baby, stop crying. It's because they're mixed crying. they're using their mixed voice. It's not just full reaching up with our chest voice. So that kind of cry onto the hallelujah allows the breath to go away and allows the breath to escape, and the vocal folds come together with lots of resistance and we land on a nice full sound, and it keeps it lovely and light rather than reaching up with our thicker folds and maybe being too heavy. It's like it's just being dropped on top. It's just beautiful. And as well here, what she does in this section, because she is a little bit fuller than before, sound-wise, she is leaning forward. Her body is fully engaged. If we just left it to our vocals, yes, we'll still sound amazing, but the body is as much as a part as the voice as the vocal folds. Obviously, the vocal folds are where it's coming from, but the body needs to be involved. We can't just like not be supported. The body has to be supported. It's just, it has to be connected.
I've walked this floor. I used to live alone before I knew ya.
That just open vibrato there. And the piano doesn't do the rhythm there. And that straight tone, wow.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Again, she lands on a soft quality. Just notice she's barefoot as well, but she lands on that softer quality and she pulls the mic away. Everything is connected. Everything makes sense. Nothing feels out of place as she's doing this. Feels very natural. And I love how when she hits that low note on the Alleluias, it's just so, it's just got this lovely thickness to this warmth. It's beautiful.
Hallelujah. Maybe there's a God above, but all I've ever learned from love was how to shoot somebody who outdrew ya.
Her eye contact. Oh.
It's not a cry that you hear at night. It's not someone who's seen the light. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Oh my God, there's all the beautiful dynamics in just that last Alleluia. This is, I've got chills. Did you hear that cry then? Just holding on to this lovely thick sound, but because of that cry, we're just very light on it. It just feels like it should be a heavy, forcing lots of volume, like out kind of sound, but it is not. But it's got such great support that she's able just to kind of hold onto it. Lovely straight tone. Everything's connected, as I've just said. The emotion, the voice. Wow.
Not someone who's seen the light. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah.
I love that.
Hallelujah.
And then that diminuendo at the end.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
I love here how that Alleluia was a lot thicker than before, right? And actually we kind of kept quite close. She's not reaching, sorry, she's looking up a lot. And I think it's just because of the song, Alleluia, talking about God and everything. So it just goes hand in hand with the direction of what and who she's singing about, what she's singing about. So I think it's not like it just feels natural. There's no tension other than that great resistance in the vocal folds to provide clear vocals. But yeah, that Alleluia, we're not swapping to our head voice there. We're remaining much more connected to our thicker folds. So yeah, and a beautiful vibrato. And as again, showing us great control with that beautiful diminuendo as we get quieter. And that rasp in there. Oh, I need to hear that again. I was not expecting this bend of a note as we, like, when we do that, we are obviously going to hit notes that don't belong in the chord that's currently playing, right? So it becomes slightly dissonant. We hear that clash. It's a bluesy, you hear it a lot with bluesy singers as well, just bending the note ever so slightly, whether it be a vocal, whether it be on the guitar, something kind of just going a little bit off. And I just love that. It just brings a completely different feel. And the fact that it was descending as well. That was really great. I loved that. That felt really powerful. Oh, that Hallelujah, before we repeated the Hallelujahs, we changed onto the Ya part of Hallelujah a little bit sooner than what we have been. Subtle changes, so good.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Wow. Wow. Okay, before, like, wow, that moved me a little bit, a lot. Just the cheer coming through. Hallelujah. She chooses a lovely soft, allowing the breath to naturally just come out a little bit more than what it was before with the full vocal fold closure. So just a little bit of breath, a little bit of more breath coming through the vocal folds there, just to get a little bit of that whispery feel. Not too much, but because we can still hear the tone quite prominently, but it's just very lovely and soft, very delicate, and it's a lot of control to stay on that note. Yeah, and then have that for a long time as well, but then to keep going and then fall off on that ya as well to provide all of that. And there was this lovely like lift of her face. We've got to make sure there's another anchor point, which is the soft palate, behind, like the velum. So you've got the hard palate just behind your front teeth, and if you go further back, it's a little bit soft. We can actually move that. If we lift that, we are engaged. That is another great anchor point. And I think that's what's happening here, just to keep that not wavering down. That was stunning. Let's just look at that last note again. She does take a breath. So I think she holds it for 12 counts with a little bit of a rit at the end, so we slow it down. And then, yeah, she actually takes a breath before the ya. I mean, seamless, so smooth. Wow. Amazing. It's just so moving. It's just so moving there at the end as well, where we just saw that she kind of didn't really look up. She just kind of kept saying, you know, thank you. So powerful, such a wonderful performer, but also just storyteller, and just she just connects to the words so well and just brings us all on that journey. That was great. What a way to start the new year, eh? That was fabulous. Thank you so much for being here and clicking on this video. Please leave a comment in the comment section below of where you'd like me to go next, if you have another KD Lang suggestion or anything. Another suggestion. Multiple links can be found in the description below, like my Patreon link, my merch site, my Bandcamp site. Go and check it all out. But there is nothing left to do other than say thank you all for watching. Please hit that subscribe button, the bell button, and the thumbs up button. Go and check out my previous video. Go and check out my music video as well for my latest cover. There'll be plenty more covers coming out this year, but have a lovely day and I'll see you soon. Bye.